Chef, good morning. How are you?
I'm well, fellas. How are y'all?
Got a lot of questions to get to this
Great.
morning. We got some bed music we can bring up here for the chef as we get some questions in. This is one that we talked about a lot last week, Chef, and it looks like some of the reoccurring questions are going to be what the future holds and the certainty around foods and restaurants. And back to the buffets. It looks like a lot of our listening audience is buffet eaters because a lot of the questions are centered around what is the future and what does the lifeline of buffets look like post-COVID-19 pandemic?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about it, and even at the nutrition center, we have what we call common touch point areas where it's set up to be self-service, and the way we're going to approach it, if and when that happens, is to have somebody there to assist, at least until we learn more about it and understand, how to better deal with things, sanitizer stations, stuff like that, more room in between guests, things like that. But I mean, restaurants are going to come back. They're the heart and soul of our livelihoods. You know what I mean? So it will change, and I'm not certain of how, but I think that it'll be something as just described.
One day, I'll go back to a cheap Chinese buffet, and all will feel right in the world once again. Okay, what is Chef's favorite buffet? If you had to choose style of food, what buffet are you going to?
Oh, it's definitely going to be a Chinese food place, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other answer. Okay, in honor of Jameis Winston, Chef, hashtag Munchies, best recipe for crab legs and best sauce to put on
That's rough.
best sauce to put on a W.
Well, I don't suggest stuffing them down your pants. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I like to poach my crab legs in with champagne or a white wine and lemon juice, and just kind of make them subtle.
Hashtag Munchies. What flavored potato chip? Actually, take the potato out of it. What flavored chip would you develop, Chef?
Oh goodness, that's tough. I kind of like the existing ones. I'm a cheddar cheese fan guy. If I'll be real, but I don't eat too much junk food just because. But I don't know. Maybe something with chilies in it, I guess.
Help us solve the debate here. If you have Doritos, do you want your classic Doritos or your Cool Ranch?
I'm a classic guy.
Thank you. Yeah, good guy. Jordan, you're a Cool Ranch guy, aren't you?
Yeah, I wanted to say I was going back and forth there. Hashtag Munchies. This is something about the logistics of the day here. How many athletes were in the dining area prior to Corona, and how will that change when you guys get back in flowing?
Prior to, I think we had somewhere in the neighborhood of 400, and then we have coaches and staff as well. So upwards of 600 total. Right now, we're down around 40.
Wow.
As summer comes in, we're going to have a short downtime for about a month maybe, and then we're talking football already. So I couldn't be happier about that.
Hashtag Munchies, one piece of chicken for the rest of your life. I'll say one piece of the chicken for the rest of your life. Breast, wing, thigh, or leg? Where are you at?
I'm a breast guy.
Yeah, me too.
I like that.
Fit in well here, Doc.
Yeah, fried chicken.
Hashtag Munchies, how do I make a Monte Cristo?
Well, deep fried is obviously I'm thick on that, but I mean, everybody has their own way of going about it, but I like mine deep fried for sure.
So what is that? That's like a little ham, cheese, deep fried. Do you put powdered sugar on top?
No powdered sugar, no. I just I actually do like to batter it though. Put it in a wet batter and deep fry with a batter on it.
Ooh. Hashtag Munchies. Chef, I've got some mirlitons and green beans that I just picked from my garden. What are some good recipes for them?
Mirliton. Yeah, I have a great mirliton and shrimp casserole recipe that you cook them down kind of nice and slow and then throw the shrimp in and finish with some breadcrumbs. It's fantastic. I would definitely suggest it.
Hashtag Munchies. How about dessert? Peach cobbler recipe. What's your favorite peach cobbler recipe?
And anybody who's listening who knows me knows this, is that I love peach cobbler, but people kill cobbler with cinnamon, and cinnamon is meant to be used delicate. So whatever it is and however you go about it, I would just back off on the cinnamon.
Well, okay. Speaking of cinnamon, then
a little cayenne too.
A little cayenne in the peach cobbler, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, a little secrets of the chef there from Executive Chef Michael Johnson. What about your French toast? What is Chef Johnson's French toast technique?
I'm not a real big French toast guy, but I've used eggnog before, and it really turned out really well. Probably my favorite version of it involved eggnog.
Hashtag chef, hashtag munchies, excuse me. Should asking a woman to marry you at Olive Garden on Valentine's Day be banned? Maybe a wider question here. Opinions on Olive Garden?
There's something to be said about a bottomless salad bowl, but I don't know about asking somebody to marry me. That seems outlandish. So.
Hashtag munchies. If someone stole your red velvet Bluebell out of the freezer, is that sufficient grounds for a butt whooping?
Absolutely.
What is the favorite flavor of the Bluebell for you?
I'm not the Bluebell. I'm just a chocolate fan, but I have a real soft spot for Chunky Monkey Ben and Jerry's.
Okay.
Chunky Monkey Ben and Jerry's.
Yep.
I'm just a vanilla guy myself. Do you have a premier float of choice, Chef, if you were to combine this ice cream with some soda?
Not soda. I don't know if you guys have ever had a beer float before, but mixing vanilla ice cream with like a stout beer is fantastic.
What?
I tell you right now.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, neither have I.
You guys tried.
Another logistical question for you guys. Are you guys redesigning the dining area and serving techniques at this time?
We are, and then there's multiple different versions of what it can look like depending on what the ultimate decisions are and how many people we end up having come through, and it's multiple layers of thought of how we go about it. So.
Last one here for Chef Michael Johnson. Hashtag munchies. If you find yourself frequently annoyed in the late afternoon, are there comfort foods that make things better?
I often do find myself aggravated in the late afternoon. I've been running to deal with it instead of eating. So, I'm trying to stick away from my comfort foods, and I've actually lost 7 pounds since I started running the other day. So,
look at him.
Heads up.
Wait, okay, but
what's going to happen when we get on the bikes?
Yeah, hold on. Pre-running, what was a comfort food? What are we talking about here?
Anything that involves pork or bacon.
Yeah, my kind of guy. Yeah. That kind of guy right there.
Chef Michael Johnson every Thursday here on Off the Bench. Any lasting message for our foodies out there, Chef, before we get you out of here?
Just stay healthy, make sure you're eating well, and have lots of color in your diet, and we'll get through this together.
Chef Michael Johnson every week here on Off the Bench. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you in a week.
Take care, fellas.
Thanks, Chef. The color of my diet's not been good.
No,
it's
not. When he just said that, I was hit with a wave of guilt.
I'm feeling a little
just
bad.
Like black cloud of guilt sitting over me. I'm thinking about the color of my diet.
I ain't been working out. Been slamming Superior food
fried.
Trucks every time they're coming by.
A lot of margaritas.
A lot of drinking lately.
A lot of day drinking for your boy too, man. Just not like hitting a bottle, but just like a margarita here, margarita there.
Yeah,
Next
a few
thing
beers,
you know,
walking around the neighborhood.
Somebody told me they saw you walking a kid the other day with a 6-pack around the neighborhood. It might have been TJ.